Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Josie K Tarot. I'm Josie K, and this is the first half of May of 2020 reading. I'm going to be starting out with the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland, and I'm going to be laying a circle spread. And then later on, I'll bring in one of my many tarot decks for clarification. So, dear Lord, Spirit Guides, and Angels, please bless whichever Scorpio I'm reading for. Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female, Venus, Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter, and so on, with clearly defined messages regarding the first half of May of 2020. All right, so in the center of the circle spread, representing the first week of May of 2020, we have a Scorpio who is recognizing triumph in their life. You've put a lot of effort and time into creating the next chapter. And now you're starting to recognize what triumph means to you, what you're headed towards. Now in the thoughts position, we have the shadow side. So we have someone here who has triumphed over a connection whereby they or someone else was walking in their shadow side, making unhealthy choices or decisions. So some of you may be thinking back to a difficult situation, to old unhealthy patterns, behaviors, or cycles, and now are recognizing that you have triumphed and can move forward in the beginning of May of 2020. So in the relationship sector, the circle spread, we have the base chakra. This is Spirit saying that your base chakra will be lit up. It is important that in connection to another or others that you remain very grounded. That you remember, Scorpio, what happened in the past, whereby someone walked in the shadow side energies and not in the light of their highest, best self. For in the creative aspects position of the circle spread, we have a Scorpio who is needing to create goals and intentions for the year of 2020 so they can come out of the suffering and silence energies with the number 9 when it comes to something that ended in the past. So in the actions position of the circle spread, this Scorpio is coming to the realization by mid-May of 2020 that they have found balance in their life, that they know which path or direction they want to head towards, or that they are going towards, whereby they are connecting with the truth of themselves. They're finding balance, and they're coming back into connection with themselves, but at a higher level. It's almost like I feel the energy of I have risen above that, and now I'm grateful and thankful for my life is balanced, and I know which steps through my own truth I'm going to take to come out of that suffering and silence in the past and to step into the triumph energies of a new beginning. Now, emotionally, by mid-May of 2020, we have a Scorpio here with solitude. So again, with the number 9, it is important to sit in solitude, to write, draw, paint, do photography, pottery, poetry, something to shift your perspective into how you're going to live triumphantly in the rest of 2020. You know, what goals and projects, hobbies, gifts, talents, skills, creative ideas are you going to work on? Are you going to start a journal? Are you going to create sculptures that present this pain? Because artists seem to put out the best work when they deal with and release those suffering energies in silence, right? You have a moment of pause now to work on something you've always wanted to learn about or do in the beginning of May of 2020. Yeah, so we have a Scorpio here in the subconscious position who is actually planning and contemplating and maybe organizing and structuring a new beginning, a new path, a triumphant direction they're excited about. And in relation to another or others, they're going to feel very grounded, because they are researching and recognizing what happened in the past, what they learned, and how they have risen above into a more triumphant and balanced situation. So you're recognizing your truth through your actions with thoughts of a new beginning in mind. So in the day-to-day aspects position, Scorpio, you have destiny. So again, you know, if you want to sing or work with an instrument or bake, whatever you do creatively in the first half of May of 2020 is going to help for you with those suffering and silence energies. They're going to, as you sit in solitude and research what it is that interests you, bring you into a destiny that was meant for you. So maybe you could sing a song, put it out on YouTube, and next thing you know, you get some form of recognition and attention, and you recognize that this destiny is what triumph means. Wow. Okay. So we have in the inner strengths position, partnerships and alliances. So Spirit's giving this Scorpio the strength to ground themselves as they think about new beginnings, as they day to day plan and create and recognize their destiny, as they let go of old energies of suffering and find balance in the truth of what is happening now, waiting for a partnership or an alliance to come together, recognizing day to day that this new beginning is one's destiny. Wow. That's the best reading I've had so far. Okay, so in a 3-card summary to my left, we've got the first couple cards here representing the first, we'll say from the 8th to the 7th or 8th of May of 2020. We have someone dealing with emotional loss, and the advice here is to take those memories of love and to send them out into the river, into the ocean, imagining yourself letting go. For it is time with the fertility energies to give birth to a material harvest or giving thanks to how far you have come and what you learned, what you have built up or received financially, creatively, materially. Yeah, because someone here is recognizing that they are triumphing in some way when it comes to, look at triumphant success and triumph. And I think Spirit's saying to those of you who know what this is, make sure you spend time in solitude to get clear about, is this the right partnership or alliance? Yeah, see, from the 1st to around the 14th of May of 2020, it's a time of patient planning and to pay attention to your third eye chakra. So pray to Spirit for signs and synchronicities, and then pay attention to the ones that come in. Yeah, because someone here is praying for a spiritual union, be it with a manager, a business idea, a business partner, or a soulmate. It is very important when the discontent and boredom energy shows up, because if you sit here discontent and bored, you're only going to experience that suffering. And that's why Spirit's saying in the creative aspects position, it's time to free yourself from that suffering and silence and to look at how far you have come and what you've learned. Start a journal, write a book, do some poetry, do a painting. For the high priest is looking, I feel like in the whole first half of May of 2020, Scorpio, at how far you have come. And it is indeed time for you to pray to Spirit about the next chapter of your life, what it is that truly keeps you balanced. Listen to your intuition. For some of you, you're going to recognize by mid-May of 2020 that something has gone full circle. You're coming into an awareness that you don't want the type of person who is walking in their shadow side, or you're not going to walk in your shadow side, but instead, with the solar plexus chakra, you are starting to, by mid-May of 2020, Scorpio, recognize and receive wisdom regarding a solid foundation. So Spirit has been helping you to create a solid foundation. This could be financially, emotionally, spiritually, however that applies to you. So we've got 3 and 4. We've got 3 representing the Holy Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Ghost, and the 4 representing that solid foundation. Yeah, someone here is going through a very spiritual transformation, and you're able to let go of an old depressed self. You're able to fly free and recognize that some form of love, whether it's friendship, a business partner, is coming your way. Someone's showing you the love. So yeah, you may be connecting with someone who's in an authority position. And Spirit's saying you planted those seeds have taken root. You're starting to see some leaves here. Just wait until divine timing. Do not get lost in worries of fear. Listen to your heart to recognize, is this a harmonious connection? For someone's going to feel their passion getting really ignited by mid-May of 2020. So let's look a little bit deeper at who these people may be. All right, I'm going to bring in the signs, astrological signs and or elements of the person by which this Scorpio is dealing with during the first half of May of 2020. So dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please bless me, bless Scorpio with clearly defined messages regarding Scorpio's life path here on Earth at this time on into and through the first half of May. Please clarify in the current circle spread. Okay, so somebody with the number 7, you're going through a very spiritual transformation. You've been there, done that. You need to look at all of the successful ideas and projects, how far you have come, and be careful. Because the 7 of Cups energies can definitely represent fantasy and illusion. So in the beginning of May, for some, don't rush too quickly into the direction of anything that is fantasy and illusion, right? You've been here and done this. You or someone else have walked in your shadow side, and now with the 9 of Swords energies, you're feeling stuck or trapped. This is about not holding on to a situation that keeps you stuck, but instead shifting your perspective, right? Having a different perspective when it comes to healthy connections, healthy circumstances or situations. Okay, so in the first, well, from the 1st to around the 8th of May of 2020 in the relationship sector to another or others. The reason Spirit's asking you to ground yourself is because we do have someone here who may be carrying the magician energies of manipulation. And that's why Spirit's saying don't get your thoughts trapped on someone or a circumstance who may be manipulating you. Instead of suffering in silence, hand your worries to Spirit in the creative aspects position. Focus on a hobby, gift, talent, or skill, and know that you'll have the Queen of Cups energies in the first half of May of 2020, Scorpio, to acknowledge through your intuition the truth about another person, place, circumstance, situation. So in the actions position by mid-May of 2020, Scorpio, we do have you with the 5 of Pentacles energy. Sometimes this is poverty consciousness, feeling like you don't have enough, feeling sad and depressed, and Spirit's saying, take action to create balance in your life. Replace suffering in silence with a hobby, gift, talent, or skill. Pray to Spirit and trust in your intuition. For as you sit in solitude during the first half of May of 2020, the High Priestess will be there for you, listening to your prayers, giving you signs and synchronicity. She's saying, wait until you have received clarity. For we've got the number 9 here twice, in the creative aspects and in the emotional aspects. Sitting in solitude, suffering in silence. Wow, SSS, I'm right? SOS maybe, help me. In the inner strengths position, we have new beginnings and judgment. So you do have another, do we have another major arcana? Yeah, the High Priestess in the emotional aspects, and then in the inner strengths, you've got judgment. So Spirit is going to, again, be bringing a lot of signs and synchronicities towards this Scorpio in the first half of May of 2020, helping you to make the highest, best decisions. Okay, new beginnings is a thought with the number 0. It's about planning. It's about obtaining actual information. For some of you may be fantasizing about a magician, someone who is manipulative. Free your mind and trust that the High Priestess will bring you the answers you are seeking as you sit in solitude. Day to day, whatever you put that suffering energy into, a hobby, gift, talent, or skill, Spirit's going to try to bring you into partnership with someone who likes to do the same things. So you could be learning from someone online how to oil paint, and you talk to people, or you take a virtual class via a university. Spirit is trying to guide you towards the quote unquote right one. Okay, some of you Scorpios may be thinking about a fire sign, a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. And then we have the 7 of Cups, fantasy and illusion. We have worries regarding money, trying to find balance. Should I or shouldn't I start a new beginning? And I think somebody is really hoping here, day to day, that this is a karmic connection, a soulmate connection, a connection that is destined. But Spirit's giving you the strength, like I said before, to hold back in the area of partnerships and alliances. Wait until you know, because it's in the inner strength. So they're giving you the strength to wait on creating a new chapter, on coming together and making a commitment deeper. The Hierophant to me does represent, for some, you're having the strength to resist maybe someone who has Taurus in their chart. This is also having the strength to reflect on the past commitment, partnerships, or contracts as you plan the next chapter of your life creatively and financially. Waiting until you have clarity, using your imagination, not thinking that you don't have enough, but instead finding balance through what fulfills you day to day. So to clarify, once again, I'm going to bring back the Game of Thrones deck, the first couple cards representing the 1st through around the 8th of May of 2020. We have the 10 of Cups, a light at the end of the tunnel. Somebody's really hoping that they're going to receive all this stability and security, but the 4 of Cups is sometimes an empty offer. Yeah, somebody has been down a long and difficult path. So maybe with the the 9 of Swords now turning into the 10 of Swords, you're dealing with someone who has air in their chart, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Someone who has stabbed you in the back, someone who has an unhealthy addiction to person, place, circumstance, situation. If that's you, that journey is over. You can now put your time and effort into a hobby, gift, talent, skill, making changes in the area of home, family, or business when it comes to your own personal journey. You can walk away from all that you've learned and now step into the light of your truth. Find your destiny, your purpose, God's purpose for you. Think about and plan the year of 2020. For you've got another major arcana, the Hanged Man, to look at things from every perspective and how you're going to write the outline of the year of 2020, how you're going to create the journey ahead of peace, joy, and happiness. Somebody here may receive an offer in the area of business or finances, and you're connecting with a manager or maybe even a professor, and you're trying to learn something new. You're going to have the strength to sign up for a class or go towards what fulfills you. And that's what's going to bring you that balance. Now, by the end, we do have maybe someone who has Sagittarius in their chart with the Temperance Angel here as a major arcana, and we have the major arcana Death. Okay, so this is about waiting, researching, planning the next chapter of your life, knowing that your goals and intentions for the year of 2020 is, like we talked about, is what's going to help you to remain balanced. So at some point, somebody's going to be bringing an end to that which has kept them trapped in their thoughts. And that's why Spirit's saying, the High Priestess is saying, sit in solitude, work on something that fulfills you, give me time to bring you messages. For at some point in time, after researching your own peace and contentment, you're going to have the strength to bring an end to maybe what it is you were wishing for. The Two of Wands is a lot about just, hoping for some form of fulfillment and enjoyment, not coming up with maybe 2 projects and 2 ideas. So Spirit's asking that you come up with an idea or 2 and wish and pray to Spirit to help you create abundance from that, even if it's only emotional and a spiritual abundance. Now, somebody's waiting around for someone to come towards you, and if they do, they're going to come and go, and they're going to leave you indecisive and unclear. So somebody's wanting to get married or come into deeper partnership, but the advice here is to research that connection and don't just focus on the material or financial. This is about really getting deep to the truth of a matter. Does that connection balance you out, or does it make you feel sad and depressed and like you don't have enough? So I'm going to close with one card from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms deck by Colette Baron Reed for whichever Scorpio I'm reading for. If these messages have resonated and you have further questions and or would like your own personal energy read, feel free to write me at my email, which is josiek42@gmail.com. I offer a 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, and yearly reading, and my price list will be in the box below. I am still offering the Easter special, which is a 15-minute video reading for just $25 if you'd like to give it a try. So closing message, please, dear Lord, Spirit Guides, and Angels, for this. Whoa. Okay, I had a few cards jump. That is crazy. First and foremost, Scorpio, you got number 1. So it is indeed time to plan this next chapter, a new beginning in your life, a hobby, gift, talent, skill, or project. For with the High Lady of Love and Compassion energy, this is about being patient and kind without the expectation of receiving anything in return. So this is you with the Queen of Cups energies, using your intuition to push beyond some form of suffering in silence. The advice is you here in your element, Scorpio, with the River, Queen, or King energy. It's time to let go and go with the flow. Do not worry, like we talked about, poverty consciousness, and to not self-sabotage, but to ground yourself in the midst of the magician, the manipulator. Have positive expectations and know that as you focus on something creative, it will ground you. It will help you to transform in a way where your paradigm shift. You're going to see things differently, and you're going to be able to move forward from an unhealthy connection, whoever that is, with a path of, with the energies of integrity. Okay, so there's a few different people I think we touched upon during this reading. Thank you so very much for stopping by. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to be notified when I send out the next videos that I am just spiritually led to do, click on the little bell down there and you will be reminded through that. Thank you as well to those of you whom have donated to keep the channel up and running. Take care and God bless.